Good day, beautiful souls. Today I'm going to go over a dream that I had and the family that I met that was pertaining to that dream. And I didn't know the family myself, and they are a beautiful family. It really is beautiful. And the dream that I had a while back, a year ago actually, was pertaining to this family. So, and I didn't know what it was about at the moment. So I met there was a mother and a daughter, and then the mother has a sister. So I met the three of them, and we got close. And the way how I met the three of them was the daughter. She had wanted me to heal two of her friends, and I did so. I connected with them. I gave them a call, and I healed one of them. The other one didn't want a phone call, but I went in and helped him anyway. And then, like a few weeks later, she called me for her aunt. And so I made the phone call to her aunt, and the aunt was telling me that she was in a lot of pain for months, and she said she had lesions on her in her womb. So I went. I told her that I'll work on it that evening, and I went in, and she said she was in pain for months, and it was so unbearable that when she spoke, how you could see her voice was so quiet because she was in so much pain. So I went in and I did the works, and the next day, actually, the very next day, I gave her a call, and she felt better. So I knew that I had more works to do. I told her that I'll continue to work on her. And, me being the distance that I was at, it would have been, I wanted to see if I could get down there to her. And so, I gave her some things as to what she could do to help her along the way to help me in the healing process. And she went and she did it. She did what, I was saying, and her voice came alive. She was she was so relieved, and she was feeling really good about herself. And, for 2 days she was like that. And then she started having the pain again. So I went in and I was, talking to her, and she was telling me that she had to go to the doctor in a few days. So I wanted to make sure that I could do all I could to ease up this pain that she was having. And as we went along to work on what needed to be done, and she was doing, what I was telling her to do, at the moment, as we know, my energy level comes from the twin, and we wasn't so much in touch at the time due to his karmic wanted to keep him more under control. We don't really point fingers at situations. It's just how the twin journey is. There's always a message behind what has to take place, and to alert you to this journey and give you more information about the importance of the journey. So as I was working on her, she was getting ready to go to the doctor, and she was pretty, glad that she was finally able to go, because the hospital was so full they couldn't take her due to they were so full with the pandemic situation. And so she ended up falling that day when she had to go to the doctor. And when she so that meant, she had to be rushed to the hospital then. So they took her to the hospital, and then I wasn't able to really do any work on her because I couldn't really talk to her and get her energy and stuff like that. I wanted to make sure that she was okay at the moment. I had at the time asked her, was there anything that I needed to know so that I could go and, talk to her higher self, because at the time her higher self was actually quiet and was not really giving me much information. So usually, I go in and do the energy work, but I get the instructions from the higher selves also. So I think she was in the hospital maybe 2 days, and she transitioned. So when she transitioned, it threw me off. And then that's when I remembered the dream. And in the dream, it showed that I was going to be working on somebody, but I was not going to be able to connect to the twin due to the karmic having control of things, and that this healing was going to end in a transition. So because that transition was a message as to how important the connection is for union, number one, and the two are needed when they have a special gift. So I had spoken to the sister and, moved forward. She had the funeral, and at the funeral, she was saying that it was, I believe it was a calm day, if I'm correct. It was either a calm day or it was raining. And all of a sudden at the funeral, she said that the winds took up. It was blowing, blowing, blowing for just a fraction of a time. And she herself, her sister, felt the presence of her sister who transitioned. And she was at peace for that. And then her niece, who told me to reach out to her aunt, said that as they were at the gravesite, she saw a butterfly. And when you know the significance of the butterfly and the 3 stages that they go in, you know that that's some strong signs from the spirit world as to how connected we are to the spirit world, and that energy is what we are, and energy is all around. It just transitions. It just goes into another form. So it was quite interesting to know those things. And then the sister was telling me that she was, talking to her and getting an understanding, like just finding peace with her transition and helping her to get understand this balance that is needed because she's no longer in the earth realm. And a few days later, her other daughter had a dream of this aunt, and they were sitting by the ocean, and all of a sudden she heard her name being called, and it alerted her and woke her up. And that in itself is a strong message to be alert, because you're being called by the spirit world, not to join them, but for a purpose, to get ready for something that's a message that needs to be done, something that needs to be done. So that dream that I had and the dream that she had and all the messages from this sister, because we all choose the time of our departure. And for her to have chosen this departure after I've met them, and I never knew them before, but my intentions was to, and I actually was flying over to actually be with, help her before I knew the outcome of her situation. So the whole thing is that this dream came to me 3 different times a year ago, and then the indications in the dream that I knew is her is because the individuals that she knows and I know, but I didn't know she knew them, was in the dream also. So that was an indication that it was going to be somebody I knew, because I was pretty worried about at the time of the dream, like, who is this? And like I said, I don't know the outcome of the situation. I know there's going to be a situation, but I don't know it until it happens. And so when it did happen, it made me alert, but it's also a strong message that this lady had, and she was, her meaning for being in existence is powerful. So know that your existence is so powerful, and you're called for higher reasons than just a 9 to 5. And it was I could say that I enjoyed getting to know her at the short time that I was, because she was a sweet soul, and her family is also sweet, and they have strong connections with understanding the spirit realm and being a part of it, and wanting to know more about it. So I think that I'm grateful for the opportunity to be in a position to help as much as we can and see how everything's going to turn out. I know that she had a strong message for us as the masses, and it will be revealed in time. Yep. Twins, this journey may have some uphill challenges, but once you get into who you are and start trusting this journey, it becomes clearer. Remember to find your special, unique gifts and ride those waves, baby. Jump all in. Believe in yourself. And again, I would love to hear from you. We're in this together. Thanks for the never-ending support of this channel. And for those that would like to support the journey of this channel, I'd appreciate if you can hit the subscribe button. Also, let me know where you're tuning in from, and leave a comment below. Please share with others. If you like the video, hit the like button. I look forward to you watching again. Have a great day.